day 29 and the penultimate day of our challenge. Good morning, nice to have you here. How are you doing today? I hope you are feeling good. Nice to have you here. We're doing our 7-day sprint to finish off as well. So that means we are day 6 of 7 to finish off. I can't even believe it's gone this quickly. Unbelievable. If you've got your sheet and it's in front of you, pop at the top what day we're on, day 6 of 7 of our sprint. Nice to have you here. Well done for being here. Those of you who were here yesterday, you smashed it. Well done. Well done on being here. Well done on being here today as well. Lots of catch-ups, and I appreciate that with everyone. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Rhiannon. Nice to see you on the YouTube. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Pop day 6 of 7 in the top for our mini sprint, and pop the day of the week in there. It's Thursday. If you're watching this live, you're catching up, or you started on a Thursday. One more day to go. It's gone really quickly. I can't even believe that. So pop that at the top and then introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to me like we were in a social situation. What would you say? Would you say something personal and something professional? Would you define yourself? Pop what you do in the top. Pop who you are at the top. Say just one sentence. Introduce yourself. Hello. Hello, I'm Richard Cambridge, and I'm co-founder of We Audition, a video chat service for actors. Oh, are you? What's that then? Tell me more about that. Well, you can have a reader to read for your self-tape. Oh, can you? That's how it works. I'm grateful for as well. What are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for? This has been a really nice thing to say this out loud every day with you guys and you people doing this every day together. I hope you found it the same. What are you grateful for? Robin put on our social medias about writing down 5 things that you're grateful for. And we got this thing called from a company called Couture, which is like a sort of stationery company. And the first day of thankfulness during December, it was like an advent calendar, and it said write down 5 things every morning that you are thankful for. It's like, I've been doing that. I find that helpful. So I hope other people find that helpful too. Pop that down. Things that you're grateful about the world. Doesn't have to be anything in particular. Might be things that you are grateful for about your life right now. It might be about your project you're on. It might be in general. Whatever works for you. It's supposed to make you feel happier and frame up our minds, frame them up to look for the positives, not look for the negatives. I am as well. I am. Write down what I am. Not what I am. What you are. I am. And again, this is, if you ever read The Secret, it's about the law of attraction. It's about attracting things to us and framing our brains to recognize. You know, if you ever bought a new thing, like if you ever got a new car, for instance, if you drive, everywhere you see that car everywhere and you never saw that car before. Our brains notice. If you, I never see a Ferrari around, but say I bought a Ferrari one day, I'd be like, oh, there's Ferraris everywhere. Our brain notices things that we're aware of. It's like a hunting instinct, I suppose. It's back from evolution. But if you frame your brain up to say the things that you are and recognize those things and look for the positives, you will see them everywhere and it'll make you a happier person. Seems to work. I deserve as well. Write down what you deserve. What do you deserve? What do you deserve? Happiness? Do you deserve? I don't know. I don't know. We've got a misty look on YouTube today. I think the lens is a bit dirty. Darren always says about self-tapes that I haven't got a cloth, but Darren always says about self-tapes you should always clean your lens, because on our phones we use them day to day and it goes across the top of. Look at that. That's much better. Isn't that massively different? The phone goes against your ear and it touches all the sort of the particles in your hair and everything, and then you do a self-tape with that bit of the camera, and then you send that off for your job that might change your life. Just wipe your lens at the beginning of everything. Just make sure it's clean, because it can make a big difference. That's a huge difference on YouTube. Could have done it on the other one as well, but I think that's all right. We're all right on Instagram, aren't we? Yeah. What things do you deserve? What things do you deserve? Sophia, good morning. I don't really know what you look like because you've used the face replace app so many times on your Instagram. I've got no idea anymore. You look like famous people. I accept that. What do you accept? Are there some things that maybe have been troubling you, or things people have said, or negative reviews on work and stuff? This is a big one for that. Write them down, cross them out. We don't really want to be looking at those reviews. Sometimes it's upsetting. I mean, it might be good, but are there some things that we accept? Tomorrow, I'm probably going to say I accept that this is our last one, because I think that'll be actually quite sad. I've really enjoyed doing this with you, and I've really, really appreciated it. My personal actor brand. What's that? Have you defined that and refined that through the process of us doing these things today? This month? Have you defined what that is? Do you know who that is? Do you know who that inner self is that you sell? Pop down your actor brand. That might be a person you admire. It might be a famous person or someone that is doing very well that you respect. It might be a genre. It might be a type of work. It might be a character name. It might be a type of character. Pop down your personal actor brand. What do I write down sometimes? I mean, I write down different things depending on things. It depends, you know. So your personal actor brand, and that should be private, but that should inform all of your marketing materials. And then you get a consistent message across your social media. If you do more than one, you know, your TikTok should really look like your Twitter, because people will check that. If you get a network TV show, the executives will check those. So it can be a personal one, but it needs to show that right brand. It needs to show that right you, and it can work to your advantage as well. Pop that down. You don't have to do it. Just something that's interesting. Yesterday, something great happened, didn't it? What happened yesterday that was great? Pop that down. We had a great meeting with Darren yesterday, and we've got some really nice things that we're doing at the moment. So we're going to make some changes on stuff we're doing with Real Audition, which is really good. We try and evolve and test things out. And we've had some really, really interesting data in lately that we're going to make some little changes. We're going to add some things to our dashboard, change that around slightly to help people book more. And yesterday you said that you do something, didn't you? Did you say that you continue your sprint? Did you say that you continue this journey, this 7 days? Maybe. Oh, do you know what? One of my favorite, thank you, JD. One of my favorite quotes is, live as if you're going to live forever. I can't remember exactly what it is. One of my favorite quotes. A quote that I like. Plan as if you're going to live forever and live as if you're going to die tomorrow. Something. I can't remember. What would you do if you were going to live forever? How would you act? What would you do? If you were going to live forever, would you do anything differently? Would you plan differently? Would you set things aside? Would you look to the future differently? If you were going to live forever, I think we would. I think we all would, wouldn't we? If you're going to die tomorrow or next week, what would you do? What would you do differently? Maybe pop that down there. If you're going to die tomorrow or next week, I can't remember exactly what the quote is, you would do things differently. You take more risks, maybe. You just go for it. You just do those things that made you happy. You do those things that you've always wanted to do. Why not do those? But if you're going to live forever, you wouldn't do things. Maybe you wouldn't do the things, you know, you plan differently. You do things differently. I think it's a really nice way to frame your life up, because sometimes we just get caught in the rut. We get caught in what's happening. I'm digressing. Yesterday you said you do something today. What was that thing? What was that thing that you said you'd do yesterday? Did you say you continue our 7-day thing? Maybe you did. Pop that down. And today, what are you going to do? I am going to do this. This is on my list. I mean, I've been doing this every day. I've been doing quite well with that. And today I've got something important to do as well. We've got a big meeting with someone very important. So I'm going to do that today. And I'm going to make sure that I prep for that meeting. And today is going to be great. Why is today? Today's already great. Apart from the weather in England, it's horrible. But live each day as if it were your last, says Lena. It's a good way to live. But you need to plan for the future too. Don't go out and spend all your money. Tomorrow, what are you going to do? Hopefully, it's the last day of your 7-day mini sprint, and it's certainly the last day of our journaling. So I'd like maybe for you to complete something. Maybe we can chat to some of you and find out what you've been doing this week and what you've been doing over the course of this 30-day period. I don't know. Visualize your happy place. Where's your happy place? Visualize something that is amazing for you. What is absolutely amazing for you? What are you aiming at? Are you aiming at Oscar, Emmy, BAFTA? Are you aiming at West End? Are you aiming at series regular? Are you aiming at network TV show? Are you aiming at agent in, you know, big league agent? Are you aiming at, I don't know, are you aiming at visa? Are you aiming at working abroad? Are you aiming at getting your first job, your first credit, your first guest star, your first co-star? I don't know. Write that down. Write that down. What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? Frame yourself up so you know you can aim at that and maybe achieve that. I think you aim for the stars and you might hit the moon. That's an achievement. We are in a magical place for technology. We are in a very, very special place where we're able to reach huge audiences by just doing things on our own and making our own stuff. I mean, the opportunities are huge, and we're in a golden age of television as well. It's an exciting time. Are we going to do something else today that makes someone else feel special? I hope so. I hope so. Write that down as well. Are you giving something up as well? Are you giving something up for something better? Are you giving up something that's kind of average for something that's amazing? Maybe. I mean, you know, there's some things that I want to do, but I want to do other things more. Pop those down in there as well. If you can, do some exercise today, read a script with someone, improve your memory. It would be great if you worked on an accent. If you feel like you're needing to work on an accent, then do that all the time. And 5-minute blocks of social media, really, really important. If you've got a task to do today, if you're doing the 7-day challenge, smash it today. Really, really, really hope that you can do that. It's a really, really important thing to do if you set yourself a goal to be able to do that and trying to achieve that, because you will feel fantastic and then you will do it again and again and again. It's something that works really, really well, and that's kind of why we split up our lives as human beings into weeks and chunks rather than just having an endless drivel of days and days and days. That's kind of works for humans. It kind of works to have rest and then doing a concentrated effort on a concentrated task. Right. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Thank you for being here today. Well done on being here. Does anyone want to come and say hello? I've got a little bit of time, actually. If anyone would like to come and say hello, it's just pop that down and request, or just give me a wave in the bottom there. But yeah, tomorrow's our last day. So if you have a challenge that you're doing at the moment and you want to tell me about it, give me a shout and let me know about it. And we can possibly share those on our social media. Well, there's one other thing I wanted to do as well. How would you like to be remembered? Something that'd be really good to think about whilst we come up to the end of our challenge now. How would you like to remember? It's not something we think about quite a lot, but is that something that you might like? You don't have to tell anyone, but how would you like to be remembered? Be interesting to find out, wouldn't it? How you were remembered when you're gone. We're not going to be at our funerals. But how would you like to be remembered? Hopefully that'll be in a very, very long time. We're going to say hi to JD now. Just requested JD to come and say hello and see how he's getting on. JD's been with us all the time, every day. Morning!
Morning!
How are you getting on?
Straight.
Whoa! Out and about,
good.
still with
How are
us.
you?
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Right.
Are you doing a
It's looking
sprint?
so cool today. I love it.
Thanks very much.
I
It's
am.
rainy and horrible. Tell us how you're getting on, what you're doing and how you get on.
So I'm sprinting towards finishing or tying up all the loose ends that I've got. So I made a list of all the things that I needed to do or get done, or that I've been like half doing, and I've plowed through them. So I'm ahead at the moment, which is great because I'm also back working Muggle life as well. So
Oh, you're doing Muggle Life working, is it?
Is,
But you're still with us in the morning.
Muggle
Thank
life
you.
working. Oh, of course.
We all have to do. We all have to do that. That's sustainability.
We do indeed.
We touched on that before. So you were doing a list as well, weren't you? You're doing a list of casting directors or outreach stuff. Has that been part of it as well? That's what you're doing as part of your, when you said you were going to do your sprint?
Yes. So I remember we were talking about Waffle the other day.
We were Waffle the Wonder Dog, I think you went for or something.
Waffle the Wonder Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've also been like going back through my emails and just reconnecting with casting directors that I've met before for jobs. Just to, be like, hi, I'm still alive.
So important. They don't mind that by all accounts. It's okay to do as long as you've got a reason to do it. You don't want to be randomly going, oh, I'm just going to say hi, like I do with my friends.
Right.
Sorry, friends.
But
I do that.
The new
seem to like it.
Right.
But if you've got a business...
Just sending the new showreel.
Amazing. And you recorded some stuff, didn't you? Remind us what you recorded on your showreel, because you did a piece yourself and it made it, I think, to the top of your showreel, didn't it? And it was amazing.
It did. Thank you. Yeah, I did. It was the Monologues for Black Lives Matter monologue that I wrote and worked on with my good friend Nadine Shada. I put that into my showreel. So I've now got a piece from a short, that monologue, and then a bit of TV. And then by this time next year, no, not by this time next year, by this time next month, I'll have the new material in there, which I will have shot. So tomorrow I've got to work out my locations, work out sort of like a shooting order, and then get somebody that's gonna do that for me. So cinematographers, if you're out there, hit me up.
That is brilliant. JD is an absolute inspiration of doing his own stuff and getting on it. You had a good show, didn't you? You sent me your showreel quite early on. We've only really known each other about a year, really. And through Real Audition.
Didn't we, Rich?
Did we? I think so. And through Real Audition, it's been amazing. But JD is really proactive in his stuff. And he had a good show reel. But when you added in that thing that you did proactively on your own, it took it to that next level and it got you work. And now you're doing your own stuff produced as well. It's just an inspiration to be doing that, and to see that and be part of it is brilliant. I'm not part of it. I mean, to see you doing it.
You are part of it. They got me off because we were talking about showreels and you gave me some great advice on that. And you were like, it needs to start with you. I want your face at the beginning. You even remember when you recut that scene for me in 12 minutes.
I was just being nice. Yeah. It's something we see on Real Audition all the time. People upload showreels and it starts on someone else. And especially with two girls, you can't tell. Sometimes you can't tell which is the person you're supposed to be looking at. I don't know. Yeah, if it's like a guy and a girl, you can probably tell. But if you're searching through loads and loads of showreels, it's very, very difficult to see who you're looking at and who you just want to see the person speak.
Right?
Yeah, and maybe in the olden days you needed context, but I think nowadays when people are sifting through stuff, we get messages to say, I just want I want them cut down. I want them cut down. So that's a really good tip for showreels. Start them on you.
Here's the thing, Rich. This is actually a great thing to get your thoughts on. So I was talking to another Real Audition community member, won't name them because they haven't given me permission, and we were looking at their showreel that they were recutting, and we were talking about, I was basically regurgitating your advice about having it more on that person's face. And there's a scene where they're talking to another character, and that character's doesn't need to be in the reel. Let's put it that way.
You can cut them down. That's okay.
That's what I said, and they were saying but they want it to be as much acting as reacting. And I was saying, but you've done the reacting, so this is your reel. It can be about you. It can be, us just seeing you, unless you're talking while that person's looking at you, the other person.
Yeah, don't be afraid to do that.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. Yeah, it's a really good thing to see you as a person. People see it on small screens as well. Back in the day, you might watch something on the telly and they put the video in, and okay, it's much more effort to pull that tape out and put the next tape in. That's the that's the barrier to entry in a sense. But now people can just swipe through and they're looking at them on little windows or little phones. And for auditions, they're tiny little parts of the screen. You need to be closer nowadays. Things have just moved on, and we're seeing things viewed on tiny screens, and they can skip with just a click. So it needs to be you, and it needs to be engaging. Things change, things move on. Your reel has to be about you, and it has to be your best work up front as well, right up front.
Sage advice.
Yeah. So well done. Where are you off to today? You're in. Where are you?
I'm
in the rain.
I'm heading to Harrow.
Lovely.
in northwest London.
North
I don't know. Someone
somewhere.
tell me where it is because I'm just following the journey planner.
Have a fantastic day. Amazing to speak to you. Thanks
Will
for being
do.
on. Probably speak to you
too.
later. Thank you
Have
so
a great
much.
day.
Smash it today. Have a lovely day.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say goodbye. Let
You
everyone get
too.
on with their plans. Hopefully, they are doing their 7-day mini sprint and finishing us off for the week. Thank you, JD.
Right. Hi and bye, everyone. Thanks, Rich. Have a great day.
And you. Cheerio.
Bye.
There we go. Bye. Jamie's been a fantastic member of We Audition for a while, and he came with us to Sundance this year. It feels like a lifetime ago, but in February of 2020, and became a friend and has been absolutely brilliant. Good luck him. Good luck you as well. I hope you have a lovely day. Smash it today. I hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye.